24. Toronto's breaking news.
The number of users turning to food banks is the highest it's been in 15 years. A new food bank in the Peel region serves all members of what Seva calls the working poor in one of the GTA's most diverse regions. Now, joining me with more on the Seva Food Bank, you launched September 1st. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Tell me a little bit about what is different about what Seva does compared to the other food banks that we have in town.
Sure. Well, I think we've learned about what the other food banks are doing and are taking some of them as a model, but we really want to become what we call the next generation of food banks and move beyond just purely food. I think down the road, our goal is that we start helping people move away from their need for using food banks by giving them career counseling, resume writing workshops, how do they get better jobs or a job period so that their need for the food bank goes away, and then also how to navigate the social services network.
Okay, and now tell me a little bit about what the need is like in Peel region specifically. You talked about the diversity of the region, the diversity of the area. How does Seva try to address that?
You bet. Well, what we've said is that one of our main goals is to provide safe, nutritious, and culturally appropriate foods. So Mississauga, as you said, is one of the most diverse places in the world. And so if you go into our reception area, you'll hear people speaking Polish, Ukrainian, Hungarian, Spanish, Bengali, Hindi. And so what we're trying to do is move away a little bit from the standard food bank fare of macaroni and cheese and peanut butter, because these are foods that people might not be comfortable with. It doesn't give them the nutritional value as well that they're looking for. So we're looking for fresh fruits and vegetables, lentils, beans, enchiladas, things that are remind people of home.
Okay, now, so I guess is the recommendation that you bring things in bulk, like you mean rice, lentils, stuff like that, and how are you doing so far? I mean, you've been up since September 1st. Are you sort of getting what you're calling for?
We are, so we're part of the Mississauga Food Banks network, and so we get a delivery from them once a week, and they've been very successful in trying to get move beyond that. But also, we've put a call out to our community. So the Seva Food Bank has been organized and set up by the Sikh community, and so we're getting a lot of support from our community, and people are bringing in things that are a little bit different than what you might get at a different food bank. So we're getting a lot of lentils, we're getting a lot of flour, things that people need in their day-to-day lives that you might not see at a regular food bank.
And you talked a little bit earlier about the importance of not always going for the canned fare, not always going for the packaged fare, because I mean you serve families too, right?
Exactly.
I mean families with young children. So tell me, why is it so important to make sure fresh food gets into the food bank as well?
Well, that's exactly it. That's actually, right now we're having our harvest food drive, where if people have gardens and they're picking their zucchinis or tomatoes or whatever at the end of the season, we'd love for you to bring a couple extras into the food bank, because just like everybody else, people who don't have the means do need to eat healthy as well. And canned foods have a lot of preservatives, they have a lot of salt, high cholesterol, there's a lot of sugars in some of these things, and to the extent that we can avoid those and give people nutritious, healthy foods, that's what we're hoping to do.
So you're saying not necessarily non-perishable goods, bring us everything, especially bring us your perishable goods, you'll get rid of them.
Exactly. Most food banks these days have refrigerators, have freezers, and are looking for anything that people want to give, but the healthier the better.
All right, Gurmeet, thank you so much for joining us. And if people want more information, it's www.sevafoodbank.
SevaFoodbank.com. That's SEVA Foodbank.com, and they can find out about how they can donate cash, credit card, or food.
Thank you so much. Good to have you.
Thank you very much.
Sick Kids Hospital is celebrating